Welcome to Bobcat Live, a special 2023 Marshalltown Homecoming Parade edition. I am Dylan Doze, and yes, my body has returned. I am not just a floating fathead, and Brandon Lewis is on location. He's following his beloved Colorado Buffs. So Zach Estat has graduated to Zach a sidekick. So I'm here with Zach Tomish. I'm Dylan Doze, and our producer tonight is the one and only Todd Steinkamp, and then Keith Stewart's out there rocking and rolling with the camera out there. We're hoping as the homecoming parade gets going that those roads get closed down.
Yeah, not too sure what's going on here, Dylan, but we will watch out for the safety of children tonight.
And if there are stray cars, we will demand candy bars and other things be thrown from the cab of trucks or cars. But we've got a great night for you. We are going, again, as the parade comes down, we're expecting that to be about 6:25, 6:30. But before that, we will meet with the one and only Aaron Busby, owner and purveyor of Zeno's Pizza. For my money, the best pizza on this green earth. We will also talk a little bit recapping of where the girls and guys sports seasons and band seasons are going, and we'll give you a little bit of a hint. There was a medal winner and a first place for the boys golf team just this morning at Elmwood Country Club here in Marshalltown. We will look at and preview and look forward to the Newton game tomorrow night. We will see the homecoming court with that coronation coming tonight. We've got a lot planned for you. What are you looking forward to tonight, Zach?
You know, I'm just looking forward to seeing all the teams come down and just kind of that Bobcat pride that we're going to get tonight leading into the game tomorrow. Hey, Newton, it's our rival. Close game last year. Why not this year? Why not us?
So here's a big question. We got football, we got cross country, we've got dancing, we've got art clubs, we've got Spanish clubs, we've got a lot going on. But what's your go-to homecoming parade candy?
Homecoming parade, those the Fruities, the little flavored Tootsie Rolls.
So all right, Fruities, very good. You're going for the Snicker fun size. That's what I want. But as you look forward to here tonight, as we see people come in, do you have any homecoming memories that you want to tell the people, the broadcast, the listeners, the viewers here on Bobcat Live?
You know, I think part of that homecoming, especially when when I was in high school, was kind of that elaborate way to ask somebody to the dance. You know, decorating the locker. I TP'd somebody's house. You know, don't make my homecoming crappy. Come to homecoming with me. All that kind of fun stuff that you kind of see going on, and that's kind of what stands out to me when it comes to homecoming.
So when I was in homecoming, it was back when you had to give a dowry to your date's father. It was like two goats and a piece of land. A dowry.
Okay.
Way back in the day. But no, when we come back, we get to talk to Aaron Busby. A little bit of a snapshot for you. Late 90s, homecoming dinner for this guy was right behind us at Zeno's Pizza. You're watching Bobcat Live with a special 2023 Marshalltown Homecoming Parade. We'll be right back.
Sign up now for the bowling league at Wayward Social in Marshalltown. So enjoy that like you did so many times in the past. Also enjoy their outdoor patio, Gutter Point Patio and Bar for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. Daily lunch specials each Tuesday through Friday. Happy hours from 3 to 6 p.m. Also Tuesday through Friday. It's a great place to meet your friends after work. Whether it's bowling, dining, the arcade, or your favorite beverage, Wayward Social is the place for you on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Scouts Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
And you are looking at the beautiful Marshall County Courthouse. Last year for the 2022 Homecoming Parade, there were still fences around that. All that's really left now is the reseating that will happen at the end of this month. But we're back in Bobcat Live Special Edition 2023 Marshalltown Homecoming Parade. I'm Dylan Doze along with Zach Tomish, and we've got a special guest. We've got Aaron Busby, not only an owner of a great head of hair, but also a great pizza place. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So I was telling Zach, we led into this. Zeno's has been a staple for many years, since the 1950s, but it's also a great homecoming staple. This is where I believe my junior year we came to eat at Zeno's before homecoming. What does it mean to you and Shell to own such an incredible restaurant that is loved by Marshalltonians and people from all around?
It's a passion. Pizza's a passion of ours. We absolutely love it. Am I loud enough?
Just bring it a little bit closer to you.
Actually, it's funny. We, as of last May, we've now owned it for 10 years.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, time flies. But I think we're always going to be known as the new owners until we outlast Terry and Jan, who ran it for 55. So we can't even compare. We're decades off. Yeah.
So that puts you guys at 2068.
That's good math.
I'll be 87 years old.
Okay. I hope I make it that way.
Yeah. So one of the things, and it's funny because I remember asking Shell one time, how does it feel to own or pay the bills for something the community owns?
Right.
And she's like, you have no idea.
Oh, I know.
So here at Zeno's, again, you'll see different people coming back in for the game and stuff, that people that aren't that have moved away that will come back and eat. What is a fan favorite when they come back for Zeno's?
I'd say without a doubt, you can tell the old school customer because it's half taco, half Zeno special all day.
Okay.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zach, you look at Zeno's. You're not from here, but have been here for a while. Do you have a go-to at Zeno's?
I mean, you can't go wrong with just a pepperoni olive, black and green olive. I mean, It's pretty easy to make, pretty simple, but I mean, that's always my go-to. I worked at a pizza place in college, so I'm a little picky.
We don't mention other pizza places.
Yeah, the other place is terrible.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Aaron, though, I mean, what's it feel like? You're a Bobcat grad, being kind of the face of homecoming here as they end the parade. We're on Bobcat Live right in front of your restaurant. I mean, that's got to feel a little sense of pride in yourself as well, right?
Yeah. I remember I partook in the homecoming parade when I was in high school. I was so shout out to the fellow band geeks.
Yeah.
I was the drumline guy. So I remember doing this. Doesn't feel like 20 some odd years ago, but I remember making a bunch of noise coming down these streets, and it was a blast.
I was a drumline guy as well, so I totally understand. I loved marching down, hitting. I was actually bass drum is what I played when I was marching, and I just wanted to get that as loud as I could.
I don't know if they do this anymore. We used to go up and down the halls at school. We weren't allowed to, but we did it. Yeah.
The tubas did that at my high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We made more noise.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they do go down the hallways. I only know that because I never was in band, but I am a proud band dad, so I know nothing about it, but I cheer real loud and wear the merch.
Yep.
So we talked about old school when people come back for homecoming. I get the role of being a tourism director is how I get to live a lot of it. So when I'm doing tours, I always say, here's Zeno's. It's the best pizza on the earth. If you don't agree, I'll fight you. And they don't know what to do with that. But as new people come in, what are they ordering? We have the old school. What's the new stuff on the menu that people are really digging right now?
A few years ago, we did have an addition. We called it the barbecue brisket pizza, which is barbecue brisket, red onion, and peppadews, and then we have a sriracha bourbon glaze on top. And that was kind of just the first little thing of new school that we brought in, and probably really the only thing other than bruschetta that we brought in.
Yep.
And I'd say that is a go-to for a lot of newbies.
So, Aaron, I gotta ask.
Yep.
Does pineapple go on pizza?
Oh man. Yes,
it
does.
It does.
Yeah, it's eat
so
what
good.
you love, you know.
Yeah.
So one of the things, as you were talking about the brisket pizza, you got a big thumbs up from Trending Media owner, but more importantly, our producer here tonight, Todd Steidkamp. And I was going to say, I'm a traditionalist. It's all taco all the time until you brought in that pizza.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'll mess around with that pizza. Taco's still number one, but definitely the brisket pizza comes in second. So as you look towards the future, you have this great spot. What do you foresee for Zeno's for the next 10 years?
Great question. Well, I think we'd love to start making some remodels on the inside. We just did the facade this last, spring. Yeah, updated some colors and everything. So I think it's time to bring a fresh look, maybe a fresh mural on the side. So I think the inside, obviously the pizza never changes. So if it ain't broke, why fix it? So I think just the aesthetics and trying to improve the customer experience.
So also, as we see, fences are down. There's a lot of things happening. We see the co-work space and 5-Star Real Estate now in their building and continue to remodel. What does downtown coming back up to life, what does it mean to you personally, but also to your business here at Zeno's?
I can't lie. I think, after the tornado and all the devastation, there was a huge economic impact to that, that I think there's a certain aspect of it we're still recovering from. You look at, beautification of a downtown, it drives business, it drives people downtown, drives people into your community, as you know, in your position. So I think it's everything that's going on with the revitalization of Main Street, I think is going to be that tide that lifts all the boats. So, and personally, it's changed a lot in the last, 5 years particularly, but, to see it back to what we know Marshalltown can be is it's why we live here.
Yeah, and I think Zeno's is one of those. We had some web developers for us coming in, and they were looking down last Thursday night, and they go, holy cow, that Zeno's sign and the Orpheum sign is website gold.
Yes.
So they absolutely fell in love with it. So, Aaron, we talked about our favorite stuff. What's a pizza maker, pizza restaurant owner, what is your go-to when you're just eating for yourself?
You're going to think I'm crazy, but I am cheese, first and foremost. Everywhere I go, whenever we travel, we go, obviously, if we go to another city, we're eating pizza. I mean, there's no question about it. So we always get the cheese, because if you can do a solid cheese, the toppings are just a bonus on top of that.
This guy's friends with Dave Portnoy or something, The
Yeah,
one bite challenge.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you can't go wrong with any pizza here at Zeno's. The cheese is good. That's my wife's favorite, so I'll steal it from her every once in a while. My son likes pepperoni. I'm going with the veggie supreme or the taco or the brisket. It's all great, so please, I know many of you have already been here. If you haven't, do yourself a favor. Get down to Zeno's. Absolutely incredible pizza. When we come back, we will have more parade coverage as we anticipate it coming down here between 1st and 2nd Avenue here out in front of Zeno's. I'm Dylan Doze. This is Zach Tomish, and we'll be right back on Bobcat Live.
Pushed out of the pocket. Barker is chasing him. Can he get to him? Wade throws late over the middle field. Is it picked? Do the Bobcats have it? Yeah, they do!
Don't let let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
There's a city within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family. We want to be there for your first car, we want to be there for your family SUV, and we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Welcome back to the special edition of Bobcat Live, the 2023 Homecoming Parade, and we can start to see the lights just a few blocks away. But I'm going to reach over to Zach, a sidekick. What floats are you looking forward to as Keith's taking some great photos of the crowd that's lined up all across the streets down here on Main Street?
I mean, you got to start with the Grand Marshal. You got Sue Cahill and Dan Taronis in that one right off the bat there, and then the marching band comes right after that. So we're going to be right off the bat getting loud. You go from two of the best humans that Marshall County has to offer, and then you go into the best band in all the land. That's right, and I'm going to say this completely unbiased, probably the most incredible Barry sax player who's ever graced this earth. You know, I can't dispute that, so it's got to be true. We've also got boys golf, which when we get to them, we're going to talk about the great success that they had earlier today, excuse me. And then you got the football team, you got the homecoming court that's coming along. You've got just about every single activity here covered with the Marshalltown Community School District. I mean, there's a total of 41 different floats or cars or whomever walking by, driving by today. So it's going to be a long parade. It's going to be a fun parade, and it's going to get loud. We got the fire department, the band, like we said, police cars. That's part of the fun of the parade, though, right? That's right. And near the end, in the 39th position, is the Fightin' Todd Stein Camps. The trending media here is going to have our own float, and, of course, we'll give them special love because you get – here on KFJB-TV, we get to bring Bobcat Live to you, and then we get to kind of live in a little universe of where we're going to show you trending media as we produce from trending media. It's a Todd Stein Camp special. Yeah, it's like Inception, you know? It is. It's within the screen, within the screen, within the screen, you know? And we leave you with this Christopher Nolan little head scratcher of what he means, but we'll have that trending media. And we'll come back with Bobcat Live and the special edition of 2023 Homecoming Parade here in Marshalltown, Iowa, in front of the historic and delicious Zeno's Pizza.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sautéed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com. Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
Like to work with your hands? Enjoy the satisfaction of building something that lasts and knowing you played a part in it. If so, Marshalltown Community College's construction program might be just right for you. This hands-on program is great training for a real-world job. Call or stop in to Marshalltown Community College to learn more. Fall term classes start August 28th.
Sign up now for the Bowling League at Wayward Social in Marshalltown. So enjoy that like you did so many times in the past. Also enjoy their outdoor patio, Gutter Point Patio and Bar for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. Daily lunch specials each Tuesday through Friday. Happy hours from 3 to 6 p.m. Also Tuesday through Friday. It's a great place to meet your friends after work. Whether it's bowling, dining, the arcade, or your favorite beverage, Wayward Social is the place for you on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
Back in on Bobcat Live, a special one tonight right here out in front of Zeno's Pizza, getting ready for the homecoming parade to come right down Main Street here. Right after the parade, though, at the football stadium, we got Coronation, where they'll be selecting homecoming king and queen. And let's talk about the homecoming court. Dylan, you want to list that off for us?
Yeah, so it's a lot of these seniors, great leaders, great students, great people. But there's a great class up for vote here tonight. And Cesar Lopez, along with Jenica Lopez, are going to be riding in a car. They're going to be the first ones you'll see here in about maybe 10 minutes or so, along with Lydia Blevins and Diego Tejada. Jordan Daggett and Ivan Pantoja, along with Thalia Gallegos and Bobby the Bobcat. I didn't know Bobby the Bobcat was actually eligible. I think that would make him the first mascot ever to win Homecoming King.
It could be the man behind the mask.
It could be.
We don't know.
And then you have Carol Gomez-Reyes along with Rogelio Sarin. And tomorrow night you'll see Rogelio, number 8, there in that defensive backfield for your Bobcats. Deanna Hernandez and Salvador Ruiz as well. And then Angelina Barra-Singh and Corey Smith, along with Amaya Moore, Caleb Kusaro, Ava Lucas, and Jacob Gudith. Back when I went to school, there was only 5 in the homecoming court. It has exploded, has expanded. But there's a lot of great kids there with a great opportunity. Someone very special will win King. Someone will win the Queen. But overall, we all win by just having some incredible students here in Marshalltown. It's been fun to see the school district, along with the Arts and Culture Alliance, and teaming with Iowa Storyteller. And they are doing a video that's actually going to be premiered tomorrow night at the Bobcat homecoming game. So they're actually shooting right now for that, along with our very own Keith Stewart, who's shooting on the road. And then here in a little bit, we're going to give you a handheld mic.
Me.
And we're going to release you out into the wild to speak to the people.
Was this approved ahead of time, or are we just telling Todd now?
We're going on the fly. Brandon Lewis went out of town on vacation. I call the shots.
All bets are off at
That's
that point,
right. All bets are off. Wearing suit coats, athletic shirts. We've got it all going on here on Bobcat Live, the special edition here. in front of Zeno's for homecoming. But we've got a lot of stuff going on. We've talked a lot about, we've got the homecoming court, and we've talked about some of the things we're looking forward to. Zach, what's a couple other things here tonight that you're looking forward to as we're waiting on the parade to come down here between first and second half?
Well, I kind of want to just see the football team and where their head's at. I mean, There's always a lot going on this week especially, and see if, are they distracted or are they focused on the game? Because without the game, there's really no homecoming week.
Exactly. That's kind of the cherry on top. Of course, the dance is on Saturday. There's a lot of athletic events on Saturday as well. But as far as the team coming together, that's really going to happen at the new renovated Leonard Cole Field, which we opened up that last week. It's
Beautiful.
Spectacular.
Beautiful.
It's spectacular. The fact is, and this is just back in the press box, the last steps up into the press box used to be like a step and a half, and for someone with a 28-inch inseam, I always felt like I was going to tear a hip flexor going up there. Now it's smooth, is great, and it's absolutely a fantastic place. There's still some things that they're going to be finishing up, even with some construction in the spring, but as far as a place to watch for the kids to play on, to march on, it's a fantastic facility.
Great upgrade for our community. It puts us on par with our football facilities, with our track now, on par with all the other high schools across the state. Looks like baseball, softball, that's kind of the last thing. We got the roundhouse, we got the football stadium now.
The tennis complex.
Yes, thank you.
You've got the performing art. All of that has been upgraded. We're going to take one more break so we don't take a break during the parade because it's about a block away. You're watching a special edition of Bobcat Live, Marshalltown Homecoming Parade 2023, and we'll be right back.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Sign up now for the Bowling League at Wayward Social in Marshalltown. So enjoy that like you did so many times in the past. Also enjoy their outdoor patio, Gutter Point Patio and Bar for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. Daily lunch specials each Tuesday through Friday. Happy hours from 3 to 6 p.m. Also Tuesday through Friday. It's a great place to meet your friends after work. Whether it's bowling, dining, the arcade, or your favorite beverage, Wayward Social is the place for you on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Welcome back to Bobcat Live Special Edition 2023 Homecoming Parade, and thanks to Keith Stewart, you see the lead-off, the kickoff of the Homecoming Parade with a 1966 police car. And then as you looking out, as coming behind is presenting the colors, the VFW American Legion Combined Color and Honor Guard. There's no parade without the colors starting forward. We will see about 41 different floats or presenters here tonight. Following up is the Marshalltown Fire Department.
We got a lot of lights going on, Dylan.
A lot of lights. And we have our very own, the voice, the hair, the beard. Zachary Tomish is on the street. He has been released.
I am back in my comfort zone, Dylan. I just wish it wasn't windy so I could have my hair down tonight. There we go. Fire department coming by.
Fire department 171. As we look here, we've got kids with their plastic sacks ready to go, ready for the candy to be thrown out. We see very own recently retired Dan Taronis throwing out parades.
Dylan Doze wants candy. Dylan Doze
Come
wants
on,
the candy.
Dan. Use your best arm. We have our co-grand marshals, again, two of the best people on the face of the earth, Representative Sue Cahill. And Dan Taronis is just eating M&Ms in front of me in spite of me. I take back every single positive thing I said to Dan, and then he threw stuff. Thanks, Dan.
We got our first homecoming court, Cesar Lopez and Jenica Lopez coming down right here.
All right, as we see them riding in the Jeep in style, and their car is sponsored by Mrs. Bolivar, is sponsored there, and it's 2022 homecoming court. I'm going to say it's even 2023 homecoming court. It's not for last year, it's for this year. Moving on, we now have going into be the 25th anniversary for the class of 1998 Marshalltown Bobcat, and with Marshalltown celebrity Robbie Beard there in the passenger seat. Great to see that. And now we've got the Marshalltown band. Zach, why don't you talk to Brett?
We got the band director here. What's it like to be marching in the parade today?
It's fantastic. It's a good community experience. The kids do great. They love coming out and playing for the community.
Yeah, and is this the farthest they're going to march all year in one line?
Yeah, we're going to do it again next weekend for Oktoberfest, so they love it.
There we go. Stick with the band for me.
Thank you.
Winner, always good with that. And then we have Mr. Sybil coming up, always offering that support. But as we look here, if we could get extra special on the saxophone section, that would be terrific. But Brent Umpton, along with Mr. Lou Satter, doing a great job with the Marshalltown Band. They've got different performances coming up. They will be doing Oktoberfest along with Pella. State Band is October 7th in Fort Dodge, and then Waukee October 14th. Now you get to see the cheer squad for the Marshalltown Bobcats. They are doing an absolute incredible thing this year. It's an inclusive band where they are having different members being neurotypical or neuroatypical, and it really is. They were cheering last Friday night, and it was one of the coolest things we see. And pulling a wagon is my niece, Brooke Vaughn, so she's famous in my eyes anyways. Now coming up, Jacob Thiessen, Natalie Andrade. Jacob just coming after an 8th place finish here today with a 7 over out at the Bobcat golf meet today. Here's the golf team fresh off a first place finish at the Joe August, led by Ryan Smits, 1 under par, won by 2 strokes here today. So kudos to Marshalltown Bobcat team led by Coach Lucas Johnson, who's with Zach Tomish.
Coach Johnson, big win today, taking home first place on your home course. That's what you got to do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A great day led by Ryan Schmidt, senior. Jacob Thiessen had a great day. Eli Polly brought home a flag. Just an awesome day all around.
Yeah, great win today. Keep up the good work this year. You guys are dominating, so keep it up.
Thank you.
All righty. Barbenheimer is even coming to the senior class float here because, with senior Hannah Norton even holding this sign is, I believe anyone can be a Barbie. Todd Steinkamp actually told me that before we started this broadcast. He said, Dylan, I know one thing, and it's anybody can be a Barbie. Thank you for teaching us that, Todd. And thank you to the class of 2023. Here we go, 2023 homecoming court of Lydia Blevins and Diego Tejada. They've already got that wave down. They've been looking at old coronations, maybe Maybe a British royal wedding or two.
That's the winning wave right there, Dylan.
It is.
That is it.
It's
We got the dance team coming up next right here. Dance team.
Fun thing that Zach once participated in Soul Train for 3 years.
True story.
True story. As we look here, we've got the dance team coming up. The float there's rainbows on the back. And here we go led by the Concrete King. That's always an impressive truck, Todd. I always feel less impressed with my Prius when I see that Dodge Ram. And candy comes a-flying. I see Milky Ways. I see Twix bars, M&Ms. And we have Bobcat's Dream of a Victory. It is Art Club. It is Art Club. Hey, Wade, how we doing? Along with doing well. Oh, I love this. Because I have teenagers, I actually know what it means to be mid. It means Newton equals mid. They're not great. And we hope that's true tomorrow night.
Dylan, coming up here, we got another homecoming court.
You think you can get maybe a quick sound bite?
So are you guys confident that you're taking home the crown?
I don't know.
Slightly.
Slightly? All right. But how does it feel to be nominated by your peers?
Feels very good.
Feels good.
All right. Well, congratulations, guys. We'll keep the parade moving along here, but that was Jordan Daggett and Ivan Pantoya.
All righty. We now have the Marshalltown Bobcats. They look primed and ready to take care of a Cardinal. If I know anything from cartoons, our cats destroy birds.
This is true, Dylan. I can't refute that one.
So here we go. We look at the Bobcats led Xavier Anderson on top there, along with Sam Griesel up at the back of the truck. They are loaded down on the and they're even throwing. This is the great part about shouting out and shameless plugs, is you get people to throw out. But here you look at the Marshalltown team. This is a team that I think tomorrow night's going to come out and be able to rock and roll. Varsity on the – that's smart. Get the varsity on the trailer, save their legs. Freshman group gets to walk, and now the junior high gets to walk. There we go. So when Brandon's gone, Dalen gets to stick around. I will tell you, I'm going to go out. Parents that let their kids get mullets, I don't know about it. Kylie, I'm talking to you. All right, we got to be careful, gents. All righty. We like the excitement. And Ross Tatey over here, just like I can't do anything. Oh, here we go, Bobby the Bobcat. Odds-on favorite to win Homecoming King. Thank you. They're bringing. And then behind them we have Thalia Gallegos and Bobby the Bobcat. But behind them is Lenahan Intermediate School Ricochet. For those that don't know what Ricochet is, Ricochet is an awesome program because kids have to apply for it. It's a leadership development opportunity at Lenahan. And it's a great, great opportunity for kids to grow. Our kids were a part of it. It was a big for them. Here we go, Rogelio Sarin, everybody's favorite because he plays that D-back. So we hope, can we come home with a win tonight and then get a win on the field tomorrow? Sound good, Rogelio? Perfect.
We got another pink float coming up here, Dylan.
Why don't you chat? We got the pink float coming up here, and Zach's going to try to get some information.
What are we?
I'm Willow.
Okay, we have Willow here, but what's this float?
Barbie.
It's the volleyball float. All right, here we go.
So volleyball, first match. Did you guys beat Ames or not? There we go. Little Cyclones, little to no match for your Marshalltown Bobcats. Headed by Kaylee Pashong, who Zach has right now.
Kaylee, the season's going well for you so far. I mean, what are the expectations here? We're winning state, right?
I hope so. We're certainly winning conference.
That's what I like to hear. And what do we got coming up this week?
This week we're kind of light. We have a tournament, and then next week we're at Fort Dodge, followed by another tournament.
Awesome. Well, keep up the good work, all right?
And just as said, it's about conference. Bobcats sit at 3-0 in conference here in the Iowa Alliance. They've been great when they've had time to operate midweek. They're 3-0. That weekend matches have been a little difficult for the Bobcats as they sit 1-7 in those. But coming up, 2023 homecoming court, Deanna Hernandez, Salvador Ruiz coming through in a drop-top Jeep. That thing looks gorgeous. And right behind is the ball carriers, Aubrey Tejada, James Johnson, and the junior ball carrier being Piper Pedig. Oh, my goodness. Sorry to all the Pedigs, including Chad. I apologize immensely. But they're looking great in there as they are the junior ball carriers. Running in Wonderland. Zach, who's running in Wonderland?
I'm going to guess, is this cross country? This is girls cross country right here.
And one of the greatest things, we look at cross country here led by Stacey O'Hare, is they just came off the Bobcat invite last week. And I'm telling you, I went out there. It's a sea of humanity. Over 2,300 runners were out at MCC. They say there are no traffic jams in Marshalltown. There is one time a year. It is the Bobcat invite. And girls are making great strides, continually growing for that season. Now right behind Coach Chad Pedig.
Yeah, Dylan, do you have anything you want to say to Coach here?
How does it feel to have the best cross-country course in the state of Iowa?
We're pretty happy with that and honored, definitely honored and thankful. Thankful for MCC for letting us have it out there.
And Chad, what's the last goal? What's your big goal as you finish out this cross-country season?
Well, we're focused on that championship part of the season coming up in 3 weeks. Hopefully going after a conference title, place at districts, and maybe get some guys to state.
I love it. Thank you so much, Coach.
Hey, congrats on the second place.
Thank you.
Keep it up, boys.
See cross country there. It was fun to be able to watch them. It still intrigues me. Hey, Miles, what's happening? Thank you very much. I love when kids come up and just bring me candy. This is fantastic. And now they're just chucking. They're just chucking. And that's Tom and Amy's boy just chucking things at us. And now coming up is Angelina Barra-Singh and Corey Smith coming in here. Maybe the drop top, the convertible brings good luck. Maybe they are your next homecoming king and queen.
Dylan, our next one here is Alexito. Did I say that right?
Alexito. Yeah. I love it. Well, see if you can grab some comments from this crew. All righty. I will say they do have the best face paint of the entire group. Very well themed. This is fantastic.
This is our girls swimming and diving next coming up.
You know you're really good when you break your own records. And again, that's Abby Tollefson. Again, broke her own diving record, and I assume she will break it again. Bobcats swim are in action Saturday with 9:30 dive time, 12:30 p.m. for the swim. Ava Lucas and Jacob Gudith right behind you. Jacob's ready to hit somebody tomorrow, hopefully to grab a crown tonight. Coming up right behind Jacob Gudith and the crew is, what do we have here, Zach, in the Silverado?
What group is this? What group are you guys? Huh? What group are you guys? They were walking in memory of the 4 students.
Oh,
that's away in the car accident last year.
That's when you know you made an incredible impact, is keeping that memory alive. That's a really, really big deal. Thoughts continue for those families. Amaya Moore and Caleb Kusaro ready to rock and roll. What I absolutely love is Amaya called that Ames win before they played them in volleyball. We're calling a Newton win tonight before we play them tomorrow night. Very own, this is Kyle Martin, Doris Day, and the crew. Patty, good to see you. They're allowing Jesse DeMeyer to drive the vehicle. Zach's going to talk to Iowa Radio Hall of Famer, but not a hair grower, Kyle Martin.
Kyle, what's the prediction for tomorrow night's game?
I'm going to say Bobcats 28, Cardinals 14.
There you go, Bobcat win. That's what we're talking about.
And nice driving by Jesse, not clipping Zach. That's great. Right behind, we've got the group right behind the trending media. We have FFA. This is what we know. They still have mums for sale, $15 for 8-inch, $25 for 15-inch or 12-inch. But you can buy them, make checks out to MHS. You can look at the Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, which will also have information for that. Girls wrestling, there we go. One thing Coach always says is they listen incredibly well, and they continue to grow. I think we're going to have a state qualifier that's on the back of that truck this year. And now we've got some trucks going, and I think, is that the culmination of the 2023 Marshalltown High School Homecoming Parade? This is fantastic. I think, how'd it go for you, Zach?
You know, a little bit of running around, kind of like last year. This time not behind the camera, in front of the camera a little bit more. Wish I would have caught Coach.
Yeah, I did not see Coach Goodman. I think he was actually hiding on the back. So this is what I want to do. We're going to take our last break, and then we're going to come back. With no more breaks, we're going to keep it right here. We did so well. Such good planning. Brandon went to Boulder and was worried about us.
He's going to be proud of us. He's going to be like a proud parent when he comes back.
He is. He pulled out all his hair before he left, and now when he comes back, he's going to be incredibly, incredibly proud of us. All right. What was your favorite float?
I mean, I really did like the couple Barbie floats, how, they went all out. Everybody on those floats was wearing pink as well. So it's really cool to see the volleyball team, and I believe it was the junior class that did that.
Yeah.
So kind of seeing them come together.
Senior class had the Barbie.
Senior class, excuse me.
Senior class as well. So, yeah, for me, I love the energy of the junior high and the high school football team. I really love El Éxito with Dia de los Muertos kind of look. I thought that was very cool. And then I'm a sucker. I like the police car from 1966. It always starts it. My question is, did it start it in 1966?
Probably.
Yeah, that would be less cool back then. It's like, oh, this is incredible, 50 years old. Or when you think of 1971, here's our 5-year-old. You got to know, when does that start being kind of a cool thing? So, what's your favorite candy that you received? Did you receive any?
I think people were respecting the fact that I was holding a microphone. So, kids were being respectful and not throwing candy my way. So I didn't get any thrown at me, but a lot around me.
So I'm going to, again, shout out a couple people, most notably Miles Goldman, Meredith. Brandon, you raised a wonderful son. He brought me candy and just set it on the table. That's a good job raising a good kid. Here we go. We actually have some more. There was things in between. So this is, I believe, and I need to make sure.
Enchanted Forest?
This is Movimiento El Éxito, Shift Towards Success. And then here we have Enchanted Forest 27. Can you do quick math? That is
4 years.
What? 4 years. Oh, my goodness. That is 4 years. So that puts us at, is that the 8th grade? No, 9th grade. This is not, oh, my goodness. It is, I'm getting too old, and the years are flying by too fast. But I dig it. I like the Snow White theme. I like the dwarfs. It's different, and I appreciate that. That's good. We have a gator coming up, but this is what happens when you don't fully shut down streets. You get a mix of both domestic cars and floats. Up here we have a Honda. It's the Honda Accord. It's gray. I'm going to say it's an 07.
Yeah, I'm not that good, Dylan. But what I am good at is talking a little football, and that's something we really haven't done much.
No,
we haven't really previewed this game at all.
We've got a big game tomorrow night. Bobcats sit 0-3. Newton sits 1-2. Big thing for the Bobcats, switched the signal caller last week. Sophomore Jacob Hayes comes in. Xavier Anderson moves to that backup running back behind Tate Ring, who was able to come back after a couple weeks off. The offense looked a lot better after scoring 3 total points in the first 2 weeks. They put up 21. Yes, it wasn't a losing cause, but there was a lot to like on the offensive side of the ball.
The ball was moving both on the ground and through the air, so it was nice to see that finally start getting going a little bit. Jacob looked great as his first game starting as a sophomore as well, so it'll be great to watch him progress over the next couple of years. But I thought he looked really good during baseball season playing in the outfield. I felt he had a good arm and had some decent wheels on him. So I'm excited to continue to watch him grow. And we got to get Tate going.
Yeah, and it was good to see Tate back after a game and a half on the sideline, hampered with a little bit of injury. Really looking at Jacob's game under center is one thing, and I told him this on Sunday. I said, Jacob, really what you did way better beyond, because he has some physical talents, we see that, is his poise for his first start. I was like, that could have been your 10th start. Your poise, you allowed plays to develop, and by running the ball, Tate Ring, Xavier Anderson, is then we could go to the air where Jacob threw for 3 touchdowns, did have 3 picks, a couple arm got hit late. Bobcats couldn't win 35-21. But now we look ahead to Newton. Newton can always run the football.
Yes.
And that is true this year as well. They are led by their
Klein.
Yes, it's Klein. There's 2 Kleins. Caden Klein leads them in tackles.
Correct.
Cody Klein leads them on the ground, and he's looked good. Newton has always looked good. What's the keys for the Bobcats?
I think it's really just contain. Make sure you don't let them get to the outside. Make sure you don't let them hit that crease. When you get one hand on them, you got to rally as a team to bring them down. But it's not only him. The quarterback also is averaging about 80 yards on the ground. Between the two of them, it's about 150 yards that they're doing on the ground every game. So it's containing those guys and getting one hand on them, getting the team tackle after that.
Yeah, and you've been on the team for a couple years, and this is Brandon and I's 4th year. Caleb Mattis is a known name. Mm-hmm. That is a known name that you will see in basketball season, you'll see in football season. They've got athletes that are good. Newton always produces a good team. You could say this may be a little bit of a down year for Newton. They sit 1-2. They were able to get a victory a couple weeks ago, but again dropped their first and third game. They're averaging about 3 scores a week. Marshalltown just starting to score. What do you think what score does Marshalltown need to get to bring home a victory at Leonard Cole Field?
Yeah, so last year the game was 28-21, went to the bad guys.
Yep.
I think 28 is probably about that magic number. 28-31, somewhere around that range is what they're going to have to get to. It's going to be tough to stop this Newton offense. They're experienced. They know what they want to do. They know how to make the plays. So if we can contain them and keep them under 30, I think that's about the point we got to get.
Yeah, and that's really been the story so far this year. There we go. School support officer, resource officer Logan Wolf, and esports director out at the high school, giving us a little bit of a shout out. But yeah, that's Marshalltown defense. They've struggled with some size things as the game keeps going. They give up some things. So I think you're exactly right. If Marshalltown can get to that magic 4 touchdowns, I think that is the number. They've got to be able to score. It'll be interesting to see what comes to play. Trey Brooks, now that the running backs are kind of that stable's now locked in. Xavier Tate, now Trey gets to play on the outside. Who do you think is the key for Marshalltown's offense to get those 4 touchdowns tomorrow night?
I'm going to say this, and you're going to probably look at me, but I think it's Davis Ragland. If we can get him rolling, we know that Trey, if you get him in space, he's going to get moving. He's going to break free. If Tate can get a little room, he can break free. We say Davis Ragland also having a good game on top of that opens up the entire offense. That means you're running down the middle, running to the outside, and you're throwing the ball. So I think he's probably key.
I would have never said Davis Ragland, but I think you're exactly right. Is that ability to run between the guards, between the tackles, just makes everything on the edge really start to go.
You got him throwing the ball well last week. If you run between the tackles, it's going to open up the passing game as well. It's going to make everything work just that much easier.
Yeah, Jacob did a nice job when he was able to suck those linebackers up. You get Trey, or you look at Corey Smith. He seems to be healthy. Last week he had to step out a little.
Maybe
little
hit
bit
Lincoln
of an
on a pop
thing.
pass too.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Lincoln Barker, who we really thought was going to be have a special season, been a little bit slow early in the year. Last week at that defensive end, he had his best game. I think he had 6 or 7 tackles. So I think there's a lot to like. We haven't gotten that win yet.
It could be this week, Dylan.
What's your score for tomorrow?
I'm going to go 31-28 Bobcats.
All righty. I'm going to go 28-24 Bobcats. I want to, looking over there at Keith Stewart. Keith has been an absolute rock star here tonight, getting the movement. You were a rock star being out there grabbing the pulse of the people.
Hey, I didn't get hit by a car, and I didn't get hit by any candy, so I think that's a win for the evening.
I was hit by candy, almost by students.
But I think that was on purpose.
Yes, it was. I was just happy Jesse didn't clip you with that front tire in the kicks wagon over there. But we also want to shout out Todd Steinkamp's been able to get us working. You wouldn't even know that if there was any technical difficulties because Todd Steinkamp has been working his magic there. So before we bid a fond adieu with this special Bobcat Live, any parting wisdom from Trending Media's own Zach Tomish?
I mean, I am undefeated on You Can't Beat Malia still today, won yet again, so maybe I am the right guy for a little wisdom. But, hey, it's homecoming week. I guess I just remind the students and everybody, have a lot of fun, but be safe while we're out there. We can have a good time, and we want to make sure that they're good memories at the end of the day, too. So
that is actually really good wisdom from our very own Zach Tomish. So for Keith Stewart doing all the camera, we got so many fans. I'm telling you, so many fans. It's crazy how many people honk us down here. For our producer, Todd Steinkamp, for Zachary Tomish, Zach Estat becomes Zach a sidekick. I'm Dylan Doze for the vacationing Brandon Lewis. You've been watching Bobcat Live in front of the historic, delicious, can't be beat Zeno's and watching a special Bobcat Live for the Marshalltown High School 2023 Homecoming Parade. We'll see you tomorrow night as the Bobcats take down the Cardinals for their first win at Leonard Cole Field.